Well, how y'all are this afternoon? This is your buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. The old used gun I got today is a real doozy. Now, if you guys saw me do the video on the 22 long rifle Clerk revolver, Clerk the First, this is the other one. This one is in 32 Smith & Wesson short. That's this cartridge. The little bitty short 32 Smith & Wesson, like the Banker Special Smith uses. Clerk the First, there's the guy that run this company. He actually manufactured high-end firearms accessories, and he also manufactured some bench rifles and so forth that were really, really high-end, really exemplary guns. I think his business got in trouble and started looking like it was getting in trouble, so he decided to get into the personal handgun market and came out with Clerk the First. It is probably the cheapest made handgun ever made in America. I've seen a lot of these guns that were new in the box and simply did not work. I've tried to do repairs on these guns for people over the years, and A, you can't get the parts, and B, you know, it was defective when it rolled off the assembly line. So put it back like it originally was as best you can, and it still doesn't work. I had a guy at a fellow brought me one of these things, and you know, I need to repair it. I said, well, it can't be repaired. He says, well, repair it anyway. And I'm like, okay, I'll repair it anyway. So I found the parts and put the gun back together just exactly like it was designed to do, just exactly like the exploded view was. And it still didn't work. And the guy come back all mad at me. And I'm like, sir, please leave the store. That's where we're at. Okay, Clerk the First. This guy operates by a pull pin swing out cylinder combination. So you pull this pin out and dump the cylinder out, and then you can load it with 5 rounds. And this gun is a freewheeler. That means that the cylinder, when it's empty, rotates freely. And then when you put ammunition in it, it becomes part of the cylinder's indexing system. Put the cylinder in it. There it is now. I think there it is. We're going to give this gun a try right here as soon as I can get it loadified. All right, snap that guy in there. I've got a little 10-inch bullseye target up down there at approximately 15 feet. Now I looked down the barrel of this gun earlier, and this one is not a smooth bore, but it almost is. So we're going to give it a shot here and see if I can get 5 out of it without it blowing up. All right, cock it there. And Hail Mary, full of grace. Here we go. I almost missed the paper. All right, let's see if it'll fire again. Almost missed the paper. Dead on the bullseye. Ooh, almost missed the paper again. All right. Dead on the bullseye. Missed the paper that time. There's 3. 4. Got the paper that time. Skipped off the ground, hit that steel target down there. That's pretty cool. All right, now let's see. One more. We got one more in here. And I don't think I hit anything. Now, to get it ejectified, you got to pull this pin out. Work that cylinder out somehow or another if you can get it to come out. Really? Bear with me, folks. Maybe you pull a hammer back, it'll come out. There we go. Okay, now there we go. And now you take your ejector, your rod, your crane rod, and poke your empties out. Okay. I'm gonna fire this gun 5 more times just because we happen to have some of the ammunition for it. We're gonna give it 5 more tries on double action. Oh, you can look down the cylinder, down the chambers, and see the tool marks in it. It's very roughly made. I believe this gun was solely manufactured for the stick-up market. This gun was made for the stick-up market. All right. Lock it back in there. It is double action. We're going to try it on double action. Here we go. Put the money in the bag. Oh, it shoots really high. Whew, glad that's over. Dump that cylinder out there. Now that we figured out how to get it out of there, you ease back on the hammer a little bit and the cylinder just drops right out. Okay. I'm gonna walk up here and inspect this target and see how it actually shoots at, oh, I don't know, 3 or 4 yards. Let's take a look at it. This example shoots very high. My first 5 shots, I think one went through there. Here's one. There might actually be 2 in there. Okay, so at least it's throwing them to the same point of impact. I shot 5 on double action with a slightly lower hold and wound up with 2 bullseyes, you know, there, something like that. So it's not much of a gun, even though this example works. And I've seen many of them that just don't. Here's the thing. People often say, well, there's no sense in Saturday night specials. You know, there's no sense in having these guns. Well, the people that say that are people that can afford to walk around with a Delta Elite on their hip. This is my thinking. Every citizen, regardless of their economic status, has a civil right to self-defense. So, you know, should there be Saturday night specials? I think there should be, because little old lady on a fixed income lives in a bad neighborhood. She has the right to personal defense. You know, someone that needs some kind of a little handgun around the farm and can only afford a .22 rifle, that person deserves a right to self-defense. They have a right to self-defense. So the validity of the Saturday night special, you know, in my view, is there should be some. I would like for them to be a little bit better than this. Okay? But, yeah. So this is Clerk the First in the 32 centerfire configuration. And this one works. The next one may not. Well, all right then. That's about the size of it for 8. I got this old used gun. Like-a-tate, share-a-pie, commentate, and some scribble. Hit the old bell and get every one of these that I make. Have a great 2A day. Join the NRA, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye now.